If you find yourself sniffling and sneezing right now because of seasonal allergies, well, you may not be alone. Dr. Travis Gratton is joining us by Skype for today's pet advice. Good morning, Dr. Gratton.
Good morning. Welcome to the office.
Oh, thanks for having us. Well, I've noticed that my cat, he's sneezing a little bit more this time of year than he typically does. So could that be seasonal allergies?
Certainly could. Both dogs and cats, much more commonly dogs, but dogs and cats and a number of other species certainly develop allergies.
And which allergen tends to cause the most problems?
Certainly this time of year, it is predominantly the trees. Everything got green. We're all out mowing our lawns, and everybody thinks that this time of year when their animals start having problems that it is the grass, but it is actually the trees that are pollinating in large quantities. As we move into midsummer, then the grasses will start to take over and be the problem allergen. And then, of course, we get hay fever season in the fall, and that's generally the worst time for our four-legged friends and us as well, when the ragweed and the goldenrod and all those other weeds pollinate in huge amounts. Mold spores certainly can contribute. There's a lot of individuals who have sensitivities to mold spores, and with the cool, wet weather that we have in the spring and the fall, we get a lot of mold allergy problems, or mold allergens contributing to problems.
Okay, so what are some of the signs that our pet may be suffering from seasonal allergies? Obviously, sneezing might be one of them.
Yep, some individuals will get the classic hay fever symptoms where they're sneezing, their little runny nose, they've got some watery eyes or red eyes, but much more commonly we get skin problems in dogs and cats. In dogs, ear infections are a huge or allergies are a huge underlying cause for ear infections, and anytime we're chewing over the base of the tail, along the rump, down the flanks, or the feet, the ears, the rumps, and the feet in dog are kind of the hot spots. In cats, we tend to see more stuff up around the head, neck, sometimes down on the belly. They'll be grooming all the hair off, or we may have little scabby crusties under the fur around the neck or over the tail base.
Do you see these allergies develop over time, or is it something that they typically are born with?
Certainly, there's probably a genetic component to it, just like with people. We all have friends who their families don't have allergies, and others of us whose families, most of us suffer from it. Dogs and cats are the same way. But unlike people, where we tend to be small children who have allergies, who grow up to be allergic adults, in our pets, it's much less common to have problems with puppies and kittens. Usually it's 1 to 4 years of age, and sometimes it's not until later in life, 10 or 12 years of age, before the allergies start to show up.
And what do you recommend if we suspect that our pet may be suffering from seasonal allergies? What should we do?
Well, certainly if we're doing a little bit of itching and scratching, or we're grooming, in the case of cats, excessively, and the skin looks fine, not a problem. But as soon as the skin starts to get red, or the ears start to get inflamed and angry, or there's any odor, definitely want to contact your veterinarian. Make sure that we don't have secondary problems, predominantly infections, setting in because of the animal licking, chewing, and scratching and abusing the skin so much.
Okay, better to be safe than sorry. Dr. Gratton, thank you for being here with us today, and be sure to stay tuned. In our next pet advice, we'll take a closer look at treatment options. For more information about University Veterinary Care Center, head over to universityvetcare.com.